This is a super impactful thing, a time loop. Most people have time loops going on in their life in many different aspects of their life, but don't really understand what it is. So what's a time loop? A time loop is when you have the same scenario happening over and over and over, but you don't want it to happen. So for instance, I've supported people with day trading, getting off drugs, in their relationships, whatever it may be. So with day trading, you make money Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then you lose it on Friday. You make, lose. How can you support yourself to keep going in a positive trajectory within your relationship? It's good for the week, and then on the weekend you have an argument. It's good for the month, and then you have an argument after the month is over. You get triggered by something, you go smoke. You get triggered by something, you go drink. But you don't want to actually do those things. But the time loop is your program. It is what you are literally programmed to do based on your life, on your upbringing, your feelings, your emotions. Your mental programming is keeping you in this cycle. So the most difficult thing is to break out of these time loops. Now, I've been able to do that. I've been able to support a lot of other people. We have tons of people in our community that are breaking these time loops, and now we're not participating in them when we see it come up. But for a lot of people, we're just not having them anymore because we've walked a lot of them out in physical reality within this process. So with these time loops, if you want to know more about them, if you want to talk about maybe your situation specifically, send me a message. I'd be happy to give you some more like specific support on it. However, a time loop is when you are acting out your program. You don't want to do the things. You don't want to have the sabotage. You don't want to have the argument in your relationship. You don't want to get high. You don't want to go get drunk on happy hour again. But you just automatically do it. Maybe you're not even aware of it. Maybe you're aware of it after it happens, right? So the time loops will continue. I've seen this in my life. And I've seen this in so many others' lives as well. So the thing is to focus on who you are in the moment. But the problem is most people can't even become aware of that until the things have already happened. So if you want to become aware, if you want to understand how we're catching these things before they happen, and then if you want to know how we walk them out so that they do not continue to happen, send me a message. I'd be happy to help, because you don't need to have relationship issues anymore. You don't need to not have a relationship either. Go and get one. You don't need to use drugs. You don't need to gamble your money. You don't need to get drunk off of alcohol every single week, right? You don't need to use other drugs. You don't need to be doing those things to your body and to your relationship, to your family, and all that stuff, right? So if you're interested in expanding on the point of time loops, just send me a message and say time loop, and I'll get back to you.